In this video, we shall take a look at some of the common symbols used in flowcharting. In flowcharting, I have told you we use parallelogram for input and output. For calculations, we use a rectangle. There are a few 6 to 8 symbols which are very frequently used. So it's a good idea just to run through them. The first symbol, which stands like this, which looks at a rectangle with semicircles at the end or oval at the end, is used to indicate the start and end of a flowchart. You say start or stop, start or end of a flowchart, you use this particular symbol. Now next, if you're trying to read from the keyboard or trying to print on the monitor, for input or output, you're going to use a parallelogram. Then the next most common symbol is if you're doing certain calculations or computations or processing or assignment, you will use this particular symbol. This is a rectangle. And in real world, at times you need to take a decision. Is gender equal to male? Is age greater than 70? It can either be true or false. So in those cases, we'll use something called as a decision box. A decision box will have only one input, but it will have two outputs. In case it is true, I'm going to go to this side. In case it is false, I'm going to go down. So using true and false, I am going to take a decision as to which instructions to execute. Let us say that decision involves if age greater than 70, rate of interest is 1% extra. So here I'll check, is age greater than 70? It can either be true or it can be false. If it is true, I am going to increase the interest by 1%. If it is false, I am going to do nothing. So decision making, you use a rhombus. You will know decision making in the next flowchart when I show you a small problem how you can solve using a rhombus. Then in flowcharts, we also have looping, iteration or repetition, which we used in algorithms. In algorithms, if you remember, we use the repeat for and the repeat while to execute a set of statements again and again. Now, in order to implement a for loop in algorithms, we are using this particular symbol. It's a rectangle with half triangles at the end. So this is a symbol used for the for loop. Once we go ahead, try to use or do a program using this particular symbol, things shall be really clear. Then if we are writing our sub program or sub function, which we're not really doing in this introductory course, then we use something called as this particular symbol. So say for example, I have written my own square root. Then whenever I'm calling that particular square root, I'll use this particular symbol to indicate that this is a sub program or sub part of my program, also known as a function or a procedure. Then your flowchart can go beyond pages to pages. You need to join or connect different parts of a flowchart together. For that, you use this particular oval symbol known as the flow connector or the flow connection. So suppose on this page, I am joining this part of this page to this part of this page. So I'll use the arrow, draw the circle here. I'll give some name A. I'll connect that A here and also give the name A. So I know this circle joins here and the logic continues from here to here. And last but not the least, these arrows indicate the flow or direction of the logic. The arrows indicate in what direction the logic is flowing. So it is important to keep track of what is the flow of the logic so that you really know what is the sequence of instructions being executed. There are some more symbols but not used frequently. These are the symbols you're going to use 99% of the time or 100% of the time in your course. So just be familiar to understand what are the symbol and where they are used.